Hey everyone, today we're going to look at the first remote event hub from the perspective of an event judge. So if you are a judge for the first LEGO League Challenge, you'll be using this to complete all of your rubrics and give feedback to teams. So right now I'm logged in. I have two teams that I see here. As a judge, you may not have any teams. If you're not a coach this year, or if you're not coaching any teams, you won't see that. And then you'll see the events that you're assigned to below that. If you don't see one of the events, you'll have to talk to your volunteer coordinator or potentially even your program partner to get assigned in there. So here I have two events, the Kingston Remote Qualifying Tournament. I'm an event admin there, so I'm the tournament organizer, and in Remote Event Hub terminology, the event admin. And I am a judge at the North Bay Remote Qualifying Tournament. So you'll see all of your events in here. I'm going to go click on the Kingston event because this one is I can see a little bit more on here. So when you go in there, you'll see the schedule, and the schedule is set up with all of the different things that might be useful to you. Now here we have, for example, the coaches meeting. As a judge, you don't need to go to the coaches meeting, so you actually won't see this. This is set up just for judges, or just for coaches, but because I'm a coach for this event, I see it. This stuff as well, the practice match submission, the judging material, the official match submission, you won't see this because you're a judge, so that isn't relevant to you. What you will see are all of the judging sessions that you're assigned to do. The Remote Event Hub is a platform to complete the rubrics and share the rubrics back to the teams. It is not a video conferencing solution. So these join buttons actually all go to a Zoom meeting that's already been scheduled, and we can start it whenever we're ready to start it. So for at least for the Kingston event, and probably all of the events in Ontario, we will be using Zoom as our platform for judging, and each judge will be assigned to a breakout room that they can do the judging in, that half-hour judging session. The teams will join the main call, and then they'll be moved into their breakout room when it's their time and moved out when they've completed their judging session. So that's the general flow of how judging will work there with Zoom. At the top, you'll see some tabs. You probably won't see all of these. In fact, as a judge, you'll probably just see judging sessions. So this tab shows you all of the different judging panels and the judging panel that you're on. Now, you will probably only be on one judging panel. If you're on more than one, it's probably a mistake. And you might even only be able to see your judging panel. You might not see the others. Because I'm a judge advisor for this event, or an event admin, I can see everything. So I don't want to confuse you. You will probably just see the panel that you're on. And then below that, you'll see all of the teams with their number, so that you're basically assigned to work with. You'll see this status, waiting for evidence. So the teams themselves will have this judging tab that they'll go to, where they submit their material, their innovation project, their robot design presentation. That's how it's set up. At our event, all of that stuff is delivered live. So teams aren't going to upload anything. They're directed not to upload any of that material. So as a judge, you will probably see this waiting for evidence at the Kingston event. So just be mindful of that. That's nothing against the team. The team has done everything right. They just were not using that feature of the Remote Event Hub, that material upload. So then if you want to give any feedback to a team, you press this rubric button, and you can go in and see the rubric. So I've actually, let me just delete this. I don't know if I can delete that, so that's a little bit unfortunate because I was just demonstrating this or trying it out. So this is judging session for the team. You'll be able to give them the scores 1, 2, 3, or 4 based on how you evaluate them. Now, something that I want to emphasize is that we have this rubric tab, or I have another tab with my rubrics in it. Use the rubric tab because it will show a little bit more detail what each of the criteria is. In fact, if you're judging an event this year, I would recommend that you download all of these rubrics, print them, and fill these out by hand, and then afterwards put them into the remote event hub with your judging crew. And the reason for that is that I don't think if 3 people have this open that it will save all of the changes that each of the 3 judges make to it. I think it should only be 1 person making changes at a time. So within your judging crew, you probably want to have 1 person who is assigned to be the remote event hub inputter, let's say. And after the judging session, after everyone's assigned their marks, they'll go and put them in based on whatever consensus you have as a judging crew. So basically what I'm saying is separate out the notes that you take from this platform. This platform is the good version of the rubric. Some events you would complete the rubric and you would send it in, or you would complete the rubric in a good form and do it nicely in pen to be sent back to the team. That is what you should think of this as. And then you have your rough notes that you use to help score the team and then argue for that team or against that team in the judging deliberation. So just be mindful of that. At the bottom, we have different feedback. So there's the great job and the think about. You can add things in here. I'm not going to add another comment because I've already done that. Your judge advisor should be able to go through and update these. We always want to be positive and constructive with our comments that we leave, and the judge advisor can help you to do that. They'll review the comments before we send them out to teams. You'll also notice here we've got the innovation project and the robot design rubrics all on the same page. So that's why I say even if you're assigned only, for example, robot design or core values, you probably don't want to keep this open because someone will be filling it out here, and then you'll be filling it out up here, but it might not save everything. I don't know if it works well with multiple people editing it at once. So that's why I say try to only have 1 person, your designated remote event hub submitter, who's doing it at one time. And that's the remote event hub. So once you're done, you'll go up to the top. You'll probably press save and exit. And then once the judge advisor has reviewed everything, the judge advisor will press submit feedback. And that's pretty much how the judging system works. Again, take copious notes, take your own notes separately from this, and keep the rubrics open. Even better, print out the rubrics so that you can make notes on them. Expect that we might have some hiccups with the remote event hub as we use it this year. This is the first year that F.L.E.S is using it. Obviously, this was made very quickly just for the pandemic and just to help events facilitate all of the judging and reviewing and refereeing. And in the short period of time that they've had to build this, they've done an awfully good job, but there are probably bugs everywhere. So we're going to try our best. If you're not able to use it, hopefully someone in your judging team can. And if you run into any issues, at the end of the day, we still have the ability to fill out rubrics manually. So don't let that in your way of having a good season and celebrating the success of the teams. So anyway, so that's the summary of how you might use this, the remote event hub for judging. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. If you're a judge at one of my events, you have my email already, or you can post in the comments. Thank you very much.